Welcome, Mesut.
Hello.
My name Chewy, and I am Human Resource Manager of the Boeing. How are you?
Nice to meet you. Thank you. I'm good. How are you?
So nice. Let's start our interview. I will ask 10 questions in this interview. Our first questions: why are you interested in this position?
So why am I interested in this position? First of all, as myself, I'm electrical and electronics engineer, and I have a master's degree in wireless communications. And ever since I was a child, working at Boeing is my dream job because I always wanted to work in airports, and the airplanes are just amazing machines that they can travel thousands of kilometers in hours, and I believe I should be a part of it.
Our second questions. Tell me about the time you had to work to meet a deadline.
So, in my previous firm, there was a group work with 5 people, including 5 people. And in that group work, 4 of us did our jobs pretty well, but there was this one guy who missed the deadline. For example, the project was about to be presented on Friday, but even on Thursday he didn't do anything. So we tried and we worked so hard that we left the office at 3 a.m. in order to finish the project, and we have never worked with that guy ever again.
Thank you. Question 3. Describe the time when you were working on a team project and you had to motivate a teammate to accomplish their task.
So, in another team project, there was a girl in my group. Her dog has just died, and she was always upset and not in the mood, and she's always so clingy. So, as a first thing, I tried to cheer her up, making jokes, making funny, silly things to make her happy, but it didn't go as planned. And so I started to think, how can I communicate with her? And I tried to talk to her about her dog, and we shared a lot of memories of her dog. And after that, when she talked about her dog, she became more open about her relationship and the performance, and everything just went smooth after that.
Okay, very nice. Question 4. What type of work environment do you prefer?
So what kind of work environment? So I believe a working space should be bright and open spaces and rather be silent places, because I believe in such cases, if a person works in bright and silent space, they can reach their 100% focus. And if every single employee of a company works at 100% focus, I believe this will be beneficial for the company.
Very nice. Question 5. What are your skills to get employed?
What are my skills to get employed? So first of all, I would like to purely say that I'm a complete honest person. And I have super solid work ethics. And also I have respect to every single person on this earth. It doesn't matter the religion, the gender, the skin color, or any other thing. So, and plus a further thing, I do not approve the romantic company relationships. Anyone can be in my working space, a guy, a girl, and it doesn't matter. They're just my co-workers, they're just my colleagues, nothing more.
Okay, and question 6. Question 6. Are you willing to travel?
Yes, I am willing to travel. So far, I've been to Los Angeles, Las Vegas, Dublin, Kiev, Zurich, Santa Barbara, Montecito, Ventura, and Oxnard. I like to travel, and I believe in such cases, a person whose position is always traveling is more beneficial for the company, because if you travel and if you see the company's, if you see the country's position by your bare eyes, I mean the culture and the economy, if our company is trying to get in that market, the first thing we should do is send some people from our company to that country.
Very good. Question 7. Describe a situation in which you were asked to perform a task you had never performed previously.
So, as I've stated before, I'm a graduate of electrical engineering, and I have a master's degree in wireless communications. So, in one of my last firms, my boss asked me to do a job about microprocessors. My profession is wireless communications. It can be Wi-Fi signals, it can be radio signals, or it can be infrared signals. Doesn't matter. It is only wireless communication. But when they asked me about to do something about microprocessors, it was a very hard job for me because I haven't studied the microprocessors for at least 5 or 6 years. So I started to study from the beginning, and I finished the job in that line.
Okay, question 8. What would you do if you worked hard on a solution to a problem and your solution was criticized by your team?
So, I believe in this particular situations, the main thing me or anyone should follow is the sake of the company, because we are trying to make the company profit, and which will be beneficial for us for our salaries. So if there is a problem, and my first solution will be about eradicating the problem. And after that, if a teammate or colleague is just criticizing my movement or my strategy, so my first thing will be explaining why did I did that action to him or her, and the second thing will be trying to find the middle way to find a solution.
Thank you. Question 9. Who do you consider Boeing's top competitor and why?
So, I believe in this industry, Airbus is the top competitor for Boeing. There are such alternatives as Antonov, Lockheed Martin, or Tupolev, which are from Russia or Europe or America itself. But I believe the Airbus is is Boeing's top competitor because they go such a long time way back then, and as you can see, there is a comparison between two companies, but I believe the Boeing has the top place on the market.
I think you're right. Now our last questions. Question 9, question 10. And now that we have discussed this position in depth, would you apply why or why not?
So I believe I would like to reapply to this position because, as I have stated before, this job is the perfect place for my education, and you can see from my college notes too, it is also reflecting it. I believe I am trained for this job since the beginning of that I started to school, and it is my dream job, and I believe this is what would make me happy, because I always wanted to be work in civil aviation industry, and Boeing has the biggest part in it. So I believe I would like to reapply to this job. Yeah.